Here in the USA are many inhabitants that differ in a variety of ways: ages, ideologies, religious beliefs, political affiliations, ethnicities, nationalities, cultures, customs, heritages, lifestyles, economic situations, intellectual capacities, behavior patterns, physical health conditions, opinions, morals, and etc. Now, consider this example. The president makes a statement regarding another major country of the world. Many of the inhabitants of that country are displeased with the comments. In response, a boycott of the USA is initiated. Between the two countries are significant economic ties, cultural interactions, goodwill, interchanges. Yet, without considering the consequences, many feel compelled and proud to participate in the boycott. Many feel a sense of duty and accomplishment. Would you expect such a boycott to be logical or illogical, productive or counterproductive, intelligent or ignorant, ethical or unethical, well thought out or an overreaction, calculated or capricious, sensible or senseless? Who all will benefit? Who all will be adversely affected? Who will be devastated? How will the future interactions and relationships be affected? What are the costs for all involved? Upon conclusion, would it have been worth it? Which significant justifiable objectives would be achieved? Was there an in-depth analysis of all the parameters? Would the collateral damage be justifiable? Would you consider it fair for you to be victimized even if you did not agree with the president? Effects can be direct, indirect, immediate, and long-term. Even when there are significant human rights issues, etc., such action can be very counterproductive. Too many people are unaware of the factual realities. After becoming aware of one aspect they are opposed to, they participate in a boycott without considering all the ramifications. They inflict hardships and even devastation upon innocent third parties. They can also adversely affect themselves and their families as well. Even if they achieve an honorable objective, the ultimate price paid could make it a disproportionate failure. The initial concern could be vastly overshadowed by the consequences and residual effects caused by the boycott. But often, most participants of such boycotts are oblivious to some of the detrimental results of their actions. In some situations, if people were to logically, intelligently, and ethically pursue the facts, they would not participate in the boycott. Countries, religious organizations, businesses, or other organizations, etc., can have many different attributes considered both desirable and undesirable. Participating in a boycott without being aware of the other aspects aside from the initial focus can be irrational. Such rationale can be related to the ubiquitous human flaws that involve overgeneralizations, bias, prejudice, etc. Many people normally have limited perceptions and perspectives.
Sometimes boycotts are practical, appropriate, justifiable, and effective. Although unfortunate sufferings inflicted upon innocent people, including the ones being helped by the boycott, is often necessary. Some boycotts have been instrumental and invaluable in achieving significant advances throughout the world. People have been freed from injustices, and the quality of life for many have been dramatically improved. However, in many situations, boycotts are proposed almost automatically as a means to achieve certain objectives. Some people consider it a case of the end justifies the means without consideration of the other consequences. Also, more ethical and efficient forms of action may not be considered. In addition, some are mostly being mean-spirited and others have ulterior motives. Sometimes the most dire of consequences is avoided only by heightened support of those targeted by the boycotts. Example 1. Boycotts against the states of Arizona and Florida as an example. Who is Arizona? What is Arizona? How many people live in Arizona? Which people are helped by the boycott? Which people are adversely affected or devastated by the boycott? Which people adversely affect themselves by participating in the boycott? What about retaliation, counter boycotts, backlash? What is the extent of collateral damage that is considered to be acceptable? How many consider their sufferings as being acceptable for their own good? How many are involved in both sides of the boycott? Are there better means of achieving the objectives other than boycotts? How efficient are the boycotts? Are boycotts really just a simple routine answer? Example 2. Eden Foods is a pioneer in the natural food industry. It's stated to be the oldest independent organic food producer in the USA. Many of their products are of better quality than other major brands. They deal with many organic farms in the USA and produce quality products including soy milk in the USA. In 1997, a test looking for traces of GMOs, the New York Times found Eden's milk to be the only product that tested clean. They have been at the forefront of certain health and environmental issues, including making 100% of Eden grains, beans, double certified organically grown in 1975, writing the first standards for the seed-to-table organic food production in 1976, funding USA's first organic structural pest management systems for post-harvest food care in 1981, banning irradiated foods in 1988, banning all genetically engineered substances in 1993, BPA-free cans since 1999. There has been an ongoing boycott of the company that has adversely affected their operations. Some people actually want to destroy the company. The reason for the boycott involves providing contraceptive coverage for employees. It deals with a Supreme Court ruling involving Hobby Lobby and Eden CEO Michael Potter regarding birth control included in employees' health plans. Michael Potter apparently believes some forms of birth control are wrong in accordance with his Roman Catholic faith. Many natural food stores have discontinued selling Eden products besides Eden. Losses are being incurred by many of their shoppers, whether for health, convenience, or quality and taste. Many shoppers are being deprived and are adversely affected health-wise. Alternative products may not exist, not be comparable, or may be inferior. At this time, no other company can consistently match the quality of most Eden products. The number of Eden's employees involved with birth control issues are relatively few. The effects the company has on health, environmental, and quality product issues vastly overwhelm the birth control issue. Yet, there are those that would feel justified in putting Eden out of business. Some of those participating in the boycott advocate freedom of expression, tolerance, inclusiveness, compassion, yet would enthusiastically put the company out of business and have the employees lose their jobs. Are there compelling reasons to believe there will be widespread repercussions if Eden is not forced to reverse this position? Some of those capable of assessing the situation with a broader perspective and an accurate analysis would refrain from getting involved in such action.